Hi, everybody. I am Nikki Engel. I am the Senior Product Marketing Manager here at Northpass. Thank you for joining today and welcome to our webinar on customizing your academy. Here at Northpass, we want to ensure that you have everything you could possibly need to create an academy that you're really proud of, meaning an academy that's exactly the way that you want it to look, that you want it to function, and that you want it to feel so that your learners stay engaged and enjoy learning, of course. So that's why today we're going to talk about customization options and just how far you can really take it to create an academy that meets your needs and your standards. So believe it or not, there are a lot of varying degrees of the word customization, and everyone has their own interpretations. So before I get started and give my opinion, let me simply ask, what does customization mean to you? And let me know in the chat. I would love to hear how you guys interpret customization as well. See, for some, when they think of customization, it's just a matter of tweaking colors. And for others, they believe it's taking over the entire look and feel, almost as if they're starting from a blank canvas. But by definition, customization means that you're able to modify something to suit an individual or a task. But the part it doesn't actually say is to what extent is that modification? And that's really the part that's been up for interpretation. How far can you really modify something? And can you do it to the extreme? Or does modifying something mean changing the color of just the header? And is that enough for you or for me? So when someone says that something is customizable, whether it's a physical product or a software platform, the levels of modification and expectations of what can be changed can really be extreme. So I like to think of the term customization broken into three categories. So for example's sake, let's start small like we have here with basic customization. Then we're going to get into more options at the what I call intermediate level. And then finally, the largest option is the most tricked out with the most advanced options. So let's get into what this means and what you can really do with it. So in the most minimal option, you can start small by just changing out logos and colors to look more like your own brand. And this is often referred to as white labeling. So think of the way that consumers are changing the colors of their Nike sneakers, or they're adding a logo or a picture to M&Ms, for example. While technically this may be thought of as quote unquote customization, your options are still very, very limited. Now, if you think about how you can apply this to software programs, in this scenario, you can't change the design of the platform or the functionality. All you can really do is swap out colors and logos. But by definition, this is considered customizing because it changes something to suit the request or the requirements of an individual, just like we stated on the previous slide in the definition. So to some, this 101 level customization really might be all they would need. And to others, it's simply just not enough. So in my opinion, there's a lot of wasted potential here. So I want to get into the good stuff and really push those boundaries beyond just white labeling, as you see here. Okay, so now we get into what I like to call the intermediate option, which adds a little more flexibility because it allows you to change the design in order to match your own brand guidelines and preferences. So for example, if you want to change the buttons from rounded corners to sharp corners, or the tiles from squares to circles, or change the format altogether. So maybe you believe that your learners would prefer to see the courses on top of the screen before the learning paths. So you want to switch your course tiles from the bottom to the top, like my example in this GIF here. Whatever design decisions you prefer, you can do with a more intermediate customization option like you see here. This gives you a lot more flexibility and control that the white labeling option just doesn't provide. But you still are limited to the design parameters given to you by your platform itself. So what if the individual has even more requirements and they really want to make it their own with no limitations at all? then we're going to get into the even better stuff now. So this gets into the most advanced option of customization, which is customizing the entire experience. So if you want those Nike sneakers, like I described, to skate, let's say, instead of jump, you can add wheels and change the features of the shoe to really match the experience that you want your consumers to have. Or in our software example, you can add in video instead of a static image, or additional features like rating your courses or progress bars to match the experience that you want your learners to have. The world is truly your oyster here, from reskinning to additional formats to adding more resources or features that keep your learners in particular engaged. You know your audience, so this is the opportunity to really cater to their needs in the best way that you know how. And the crazy thing is that not many companies let individuals change the entire experience of their product. But when you do find the ones that do, it really becomes more of a partnership solution than a transactional one, because you're in this together and both have the same end game: to have happy, engaged, and successful learners, because that's really how you are going to reach your results. So this is what I want to get into today and discuss. Not only do I want to show you some of the really awesome ways of customizing your academy, but I want you to walk away with this knowing that which customization option is best for you, so you can really create the academy that you're truly proud of and find the LMS that suits all of your needs. Spoiler alert, we do all three customization options that I just talked about, but I think that the advanced option is actually going to be the coolest one. But we'll show you some options that you can do for that. So today, in the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to cover the impact of customization, so why customization and why now, the steps to take in order to customize your academy, some pretty cool examples of academies using Northpass custom templates. At the end of the day, these are your academies. They're not ours. And they're unique to your brand needs and your preferences. So we want to make sure that you have a really good understanding of your customization options and how much versatility and flexibility you could have when building off of Northpass's customizable templates, or really anyone else's customization tools for that matter. So let's jump in and see what's possible. So why are people customizing their academies anyway? Why do brands want their own unique features and flair? And the reason why brands are customizing their academies is mainly to create unique and consistent experiences for their users. Consistent experiences across all channels are no longer just nice to haves. We've seen that it's become the expectation of today's customers, and it's really the fuel to best in breed user experiences and peak engagement. Think about any software products that you guys are using today. When you check out their website or their platform or their app or even their social media platforms, not only does it have a consistent look and feel from a branding perspective, but it has a similar navigation and similar functionality and experience too, because you know now what to expect from this brand. Consistency is a crucial foundation to build world-class customer experiences, because the familiarity of it all really creates a frictionless customer journey that keeps users engaged and loyal. It provides a cohesive brand identity. It fosters trust. It gives confidence in the brand, and it creates a seamless experience for the user. An academy really should not feel like it's outsourced. It should feel like an extension of the product or the website. And that's why Northpass gives customers total control of the learning experience, so it stays in line with the rest of the learner's journey, making academies flexible enough to deliver best in breed experiences that meet their customers' expectations. So what we've realized here at Northpass is that the LMS and learning market has been too restrictive on design and functionality parameters. But yet, to take full control of the experience that you want, it would take a lot of resources, a lot of time, and a lot of money. And that's why we want to offer our customers with customized templates. As the first and only LMS that allows customers to truly create an academy that's designed and defined by their own brand, you can create an academy exactly the way that you want without having to build it all from scratch. So while yes, you can change your logos and colors if that's what suits your needs, we offer something that goes beyond that. And while you can change the design and the look and feel, if you want to just tweak some of the default pages, we will still do that, but we think that's just not enough. So with Northpass, the option is really yours. You can actually change the total functionality. You could add features, you could add pages, you can make it truly yours and still have the operations of it all managed by an established and innovative and well-respected LMS. Our thinking is that the more control that we can give you, the more it becomes yours. And we want to make sure that Northpass's presence is virtually invisible so that learning feels more natural and intuitive for your learners. So how does this work? Customizing your academy is actually very simple. First, grab one of your developers, and don't worry, this is definitely not resource intensive. Northpass was purpose built with the developer in mind. So what I mean by that is that Northpass has built their custom templates specifically for developers with features that are going to allow them to build on top of the Northpass platform so they can take advantage of everything that Northpass has to offer, like course authoring and instructor-led trainings or learning paths or analytics, while still maintaining complete control over the design, the functionality, and the code. So we've included features like intuitive master templates so that information about the custom theme can be stored and changed in just one place and then be applied to all of the UI screens in the academy, making the customization process very, very agile. We've also made sure that every screen is customizable or even that new ones can be added. So this way 100% of the academy can be customized to meet brand needs and have the same look and feel. From the home screen to the events page, to the login screen, profile page, and so many more. And new ones can be created as well. So no other LMS provides this much flexibility, control, and creative freedom of their platform. And what's really cool is that developers have been responding to our custom templates, acknowledging how clean and well formatted the code is too, since we've made sure that all of our code is organized in a predictable way to make it really easy to read and understand for really fast development times. Once you get this into your developers' hands, I know they're going to be thanking you for bringing this solution to them. Then for step 2, basically you get the keys to the whole platform. So you're going to make their day and give them full control of the template. All they need to do is download the template, something no one else is in the learning space is really letting customers do. Edit the code based on your own design and functionality preferences, and then simply re-upload it back into the platform. In just minutes, your developers can tweak the code just as you see in this image here, maintain the core functionality and operations of the LMS, and produce an academy that's in line with the rest of your own individual branded channels. Really, at this point, the only thing that's in the way of an academy of your dreams is your own creativity. And then the last step, the default Northpass template is now completely customized to your needs and preferences. So here you can see how we go from the default experience to a completely customized one. And look, we get it. We know how precious development time is. So this is why we've made custom templates built to be flexible, intuitive, and very fast for you guys. Okay, so now that you have this background about the different ways you can customize your academy and how you can do it, I want to jump into some different examples of fully customized academies to really get some ideas flowing for you guys. So check out this academy. I love this one. Here we have a direct-to-consumer academy where the company wanted to create cooking classes through an LMS. So this type of masterclass-esque type of academy is not only using Northpass's custom templates to change the colors, the logo, and the design, but they've added new functionality too. Here on top, they've introduced a video playlist widget to feature their popular videos front and center for everyone to see. And then a feature also to browse by category or by chefs for a more convenient way of exploring classes on the bottom of their dashboard too. None of which could have been done with a more traditional LMS. Here's a B2B example for a restaurant software company called Where to Dine. And they're training their restaurant owners and managers on their reservation software. So this academy is using a completely custom layout, and they're taking advantage of Northpass's modular control in order to display search functionality front and center on the top. They've also changed the way that learning paths and courses are formatted so that they can make it more aligned with the design of their users that their users are accustomed to from their own reservation platform. All right, let's do one more here. In this real estate brokerage academy called Treehouse Realty, they wanted to not only customize the dashboard, but they really wanted to customize the course cards too. So they're pulling in data points like the number of lessons with each course and the expected time it might take, as these were really important data points for their learners to see. They've also included a unique module for them to highlight the instructors in their academy. So their learners can now get to know and follow instructors that they relate to, as well as a resource module for downloadable files outside of course content. So as you can see, no two academies have to be alike, but also to achieve this level of customization, it doesn't mean that you have to hire a team of developers to engineer, maintain, and update core LMS functionality that Northpass is already doing and operating. So if you leave with absolutely nothing I just talked about in the last 20 minutes, take away this one slide and let me leave you with these three highlights. The first is that consistency and unique brand flair is really key to building best in breed experiences for your customers, partners, employees, or anyone else that you're looking to educate. Incongruous interactions can really confuse users and customers and spoil their overall experience. So consistency will lead to more engagement, more brand loyalty across their entire journey. The second is that customization can and should be so much more than just changing colors and logos. So let's redefine the term customization and actually allow customers to change anything they want about their academy. And lastly, Northpass's custom templates is an easy way of modifying an academy that doesn't take up too much time or resources. It's become a unique feature that's offered by Northpass that no one else in the learning space is really doing. With all of that said, I want to thank you for joining us today. I hope I was able to get your wheels turning and thinking about ideas for your own custom academies. And if you have any follow-up questions, want to discuss specific customization ideas, or want to upgrade your account to include custom templates, feel free to email me at nikki@northpass.com. That's NIKKI@northpass.com. Looking forward to connecting with you soon. So have a great day.